This idea that, yes, there are things that challenge us, both to do and to resist, but that we can do that. But when we are asked to do that again and again and again, while we may build up some capacity to engage our willpower and tenacity, and of course, there are those rare individuals that we've heard about and some of us know that seem to have just a kind of bottomless reservoir of willpower and tenacity. Most of us have an intuitive understanding of how hard it is to constantly be in friction with life, to constantly have to push ourselves to do things and to resist things. And that while that capacity can expand and grow and we can get better at it, that there does seem to be something here, just subjectively speaking, there does seem to be something about engaging tenacity and willpower that, yeah, it can feel good, but it also requires effort, this neural energy that we were talking about. So that raised the question of, okay, if willpower is a limited resource, what exactly is that resource at a physiological level? So Baumeister and colleagues subsequently went on to explore what I think is a really interesting and clever idea. Frankly, I can't confess that I would have thought of this, but they did. They said, okay, in some cases, people are eating the cookie, and then they're engaging in this very difficult puzzle. In other cases, they're eating the radish and engaging in this difficult puzzle. And of course, other experiments used non-food challenging choices, but they came up with an idea, which was the brain, as one of the most metabolically active organs in our entire body, if not the most metabolically active organ in our entire body, requires a lot of fuel. It requires a lot of glucose. Now, of course, the brain mainly runs on glucose, but if you're following a ketogenic diet, your brain will mainly run on ketones. But for most people who are omnivores or eating carbohydrates, glucose is the main and preferred fuel source for neurons, for nerve cells in your brain and body, for that matter. Baumeister and colleagues raised the hypothesis that perhaps glucose availability itself is the resource that's limiting willpower. And in a whole set of experiments, they really showed that if people are asked to do a difficult task, to engage their willpower, and this could be done by resisting a particular behavior or by engaging in a particular behavior. I'll just give you an example of engaging in a particular behavior that requires willpower, or at least focus and mental energy to come.
Hello, everybody. Jake, a different way, right? Just through Unite AP. Hang out in like our high. In general, if you want to say it's like here, I think that's fair, considering it's a new release and it really has nothing going on with it, except for the fact that it's fun, which it is very fun. Dragapult, I actually think I can move down. I do think you have to be good with it. It's like Dragapult and Mimikyu are like two sides of the same coin. They just absolutely wreck solo queue games. Solo, duo, trio. These things are very powerful. We have Feraligatr, which we talked about. You from doing what you want to do. The fact that this thing has no hindrance resistance and not insane damage, and it's not that good with a level lead. Like, in general, if you want to say it's like here, I think that's fair, considering it's a new release and it really has nothing going on with it, except for the fact that it's fun, which it is very fun. Now we have Yveltal. Yveltal's crazy broken. It's extremely good, and it's going straight into our S tier. It's really powerful. At least you can dive it, but even when you do dive it, it can survive and it can KO you in some pretty crazy ways. So let's talk about our band tier and the Pokemon I would.
Let's get Hoopa. Hoopa. Hoopa.
Expect to see there. I'm going to move a few things out of it. I do think Slowbro could always catch a ban because this just shuts down carry players so hard, but I'm going to move Slowbro down to our A tier. If you want to ban it, go for it. It's an incredible tank. Blastoise is also going to move down to our A tier. These are both very good, but I think every single defender I have in the A tier is good in a different way, and I would be happy to have any of them on my team for many different reasons, right? Meganium, I think the nerfs actually hurt Meganium well enough that I'm going to move it down to the A tier. I am not banning Meganium in my games right now. I don't think it's necessary. I think its early game is one of the most broken early games in Unite. But as you move forward, I don't feel like it has that, like its value is not so incredibly high that I have to worry about it. Machamp is super bannable. No one plays this thing. I'm sorry. Like, I think it's high skill A.
Unite. Enjoy. Yeah, I couldn't get the camera on for fucking Unite though. Let's see. Let's see. How to strange.